Hi, talking to you from Charleston, South Carolina, a place called Sullivan's Island Beach. Somewhere in August 3rd or 4th, I think today, the hurricane downloaded a tropical storm, downloaded a whatever it was. It came through yesterday. It was just a lot of rain, and now it's cleared out. It's a beautiful day. I've been on 3 coasts in 2 months and been to a lot of states. I haven't been posting enough, but I am in South Carolina and I'm heading up to North Carolina tomorrow to a sleepy little beach community called Carolina Beach, and then heading up the eastern seaboard, seeing a lot of old friends, helping people along the way, educating people. And I've said many times about keeping grounded and keeping our peace and our health. And the first ways to do that, and I always beat this in, is healthy body, healthy mind, healthy soul. Where does that come from? It comes from treating ourselves correctly. We treat our cars sometimes better than we do our bodies. So, healthy body, get rid of sugars, cut down on sugars, processed foods, standard American diet basically. Eat a lot of saturated fats, a lot of water, and with that, then your body will start working. There's a lot more to that, but once we start treating our body well, it'll start working correctly. It's just putting the right fuel in. We have these amazing machines, and through that comes healthy mind. It's all connected. It's like the old Hokey Pokey song we grew up with. Everything is connected. And then healthy soul. That comes in with the body, mind, soul. You'll just start to find yourself. You'll start to find your peace and going inward and finding who you truly are. And this takes a lot of work. This takes a lot of self-reflection, which many people don't do. So a lot of that people have been doing, and I've alluded to too, that there is worldwide changes going on right now. There is an awakening going on worldwide. We've seen it if you look hard enough. The last 2 years especially, there have been protests going on worldwide against governments. A lot of young people, everywhere from South America to look at Hong Kong to all over the world. And people are just sick and tired of being lied to, of being manipulated by their governments, by their spiritual and religious leaders, by the corporations, by the powers that be. And people are starting to take control of their lives again. And that comes through awakening, realizing how we're living, maybe not in this matrix, so to speak, but really seeing the world for what it is. And it's hard to explain that unless you're going through that, but it's happening. And we're starting to realize that we've been manipulated a lot, and we're not exactly as free as we think we are. But through this, I've mentioned too that there's a lot of things going to be happening here soon. Nothing to really worry about. It's just there's a lot of things coming up here in the United States to the election. I'm not here to convince anybody of anything otherwise, but if you follow me on Facebook, you've seen that I've been posting about the COVID thing. Anybody with any slight critical thinking skills and any sort of research can dig in and find out the COVID thing is not what they're telling us. The powers that be. Fauci, the CDC, they've basically been wrong on everything. They flip-flopped. It is a virus. It is dangerous for the elderly and the people with pre-existing conditions, but so is the flu. And does it call for a massive shutdown of our world economy, and masks? No, it doesn't. But that's an argument. I'm not going there now. I know what my truth is, and many of us believe that. We're going along with it right now, but there's a lot of distractions being put forward this last 6 months. And anybody who sits down and maybe starts to see what's going on will start to understand. Expect more chaos. This is all about the election. And not necessarily, it is political, but it's not necessarily about conservative versus liberal. This is a bigger world picture here. There's a lot of things that have been suppressed for decades, hundreds of years that are coming to the surface now. And one of the first things is you're seeing even now, this is the beginning of August, the pedophilia, sex trafficking, human trafficking. That's been pressed down for a long time by institutions, but it's starting to come to the surface. And what's the one thing that will bring people together, no matter what their differences in political beliefs or religious beliefs, that I truly believe, what's the one thing that may bring people together? It's children. And when it starts coming out, which it is now, the depth of how children have been used for these pedophile and these other things that are going on around the world, people are going to be outraged. Beliefs that people have, and this is going to lead to a lot of other things because it's all connected. I mean, yesterday or the day before, Ghislaine Maxwell, who was the puppet master for Epstein Island. She was Epstein's partner. Epstein wasn't the head guy. Ghislaine Maxwell was the puppet master. She was a control. She's been under arrest. Documents are being released. And just a couple of days ago, Twitter, a lot of people are seeing this and they're starting to wake up. And the number one thing trending on Twitter was Clinton is a pedo. So we're going to see spiritual leaders. We're going to see political leaders. We're going to see business leaders. We're going to see entertainment leaders. Things that are going to shake your very core that are coming out of people who are not what they claim to be for our whole lives. So be prepared for this. It's going to get worse, meaning a lot of chaos. It's not going to necessarily be violent war. There's a lot of war going on behind the scenes now, digitally and things. But this is all going towards an awakening worldwide, all towards better peace and more of an understanding of, I won't go into right now, but down the road, there's going to be some wonderful things happening. Wonderful things that we can't even comprehend at this moment. A lot of us know because we've been sort of in this mode for a while. I'm not trying to be real secretive here. I'm just saying pay attention. Don't get all your news from one source, especially the mainstream media. Get it from as many different sources as you can. If you start to do a little digging, you will see what's really going on. Trust the process. Believe in the good. I say that every day. But be prepared for some earth-changing and life-shattering things, meaning things we believed in are just going to fall apart. And it's starting. Does it mean to not stop your life? No. I'm out here running around the States doing the trip down the East Coast I've been wanting to do for years. I'm talking to people, helping people along the way, educating them when they're ready. I'm not sick. Enjoy your life. Live your life. Because it's all we have at this moment. So there'll be more to come. Anyway, enjoy your day. I'm going to go jump in the ocean again. I'll talk to you soon.